I feel like I should start all my videos with the reaction picture so I can get more likes like these. Oh my gosh, this guy's warehouse is insane. Holy shit. So, we're going to watch a video about the dude who has the largest collection of sealed retro games in the world. Haven't seen this yet, so we're going to watch it for the first time together. Ready? Let's go.
I'm standing in one of the craziest magical warehouses that I've ever seen in my entire life. This is definitely the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I like the music.
Some little Samson. Oh yeah. Let's get 50,000 sealed games roughly in
Peppa
one
Pig?
area, in one location from all sorts of generations. I've got DS, I've got Xbox, I've got Wii U, PS2, OG Xbox, PS3. I haven't even seen it hardly at all yet. So we're just gonna dive right in, take a tour of this insane place. Bobby's going to show us around a little bit.
I wonder if that man owns all of that.
Thank you for having us, man.
I thought it was a great idea.
You're like a Saudi prince.
Yes.
You'd have to be to own all that.
I can't help but to notice right from the get-go, we've got Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Oh, that game's so good.
Over there.
Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross.
How many Dragon Quest Vs is that?
Probably a stack of like say about 50.
About 50.
Why?
About 50 Chrono Triggers.
Why do you need 50 Chrono
We got
Triggers?
Dragon Ball Origins 2. We got a bunch of everything. Yeah, I think current price charting market's about 250.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I've sold a couple.
Oh,
Not that many.
this is just an investment for him,
I like that.
which is actually a good idea.
Yeah, we got Baby Life. We got a lot of interesting. What would I call them?
Because the value will go up over time.
Shovelware.
Yeah.
But you tell me you don't want Gummy Bears mini golf?
It's a great.
All right, I'm going to pick a couple random games and just see if we can see them in the warehouse. I'm going to say Battletoads. And, what? Did that little bubble come up? That was from my iPhone, I think. Okay. Yeah, how about Battletoads? I'm going to see if we can see Battletoads in here.
Yeah, you know, like that might be the game of the year.
Childhood favorite.
Yeah. Hotel Dogs? I don't know.
These are straight up in alphabetical order, I'm realizing,
Yes,
as we go.
Yes.
Yeah, because you got Final Fantasy Tactics, but right next to it is Flash Focus.
But we also have Final Fantasy 4,
there's the
Reverend,
other
and we
ones.
got the Rings of Fate, I believe.
Is that a Jackass video game on DS?
Yes.
Pokemon.
You hold it,
you be,
get in a
we
grocery
call it
cart, and
Pokemon.
slam into a car or
Yeah, that
something?
is. Oh, there's Switch on the other side. Holy crap.
We have about 600 titles for Switch in stock.
600.
It might be a little
GD.
more than that, but that's like the last time I looked.
Yeah, I mean, there's Mario Party Superstars, Mario Battles, Mario Kart 8.
Let's see, get
Lumen.
the
Mario
list out.
Kart 8.
I mean,
They released
We
the
got
same
Mega
game
Man.
on like
We got
9
Mega
different
Man.
consoles, but
Actually,
it's cool.
Mega Man still. I don't even know that.
yeah.
They need to make a new Mario Kart, by the way. When that new Switch comes out, do not release Mario Kart 8 again.
For Switch, yes.
I found some Switch Pokemon.
Yeah, I think we
Oh,
have a few.
shit.
Just a few.
Just all of them.
Yeah, I think at one point we had Pokemon White 2, Black 2. Like,
Uh-huh.
about 10
That's why he's holding
but
on
that
to
was
these.
This is about 10 years ago.
And then there's like sealed cases of them
Some.
as you go higher.
Yeah.
As time goes on, these are all just going to be worth more and more.
That's yeah, I need it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's my stop cooking, my stop smoking coach too. You know?
That's actually real.
Yeah. You thought it was a joke?
I did think that was a joke.
Oh no, I will show it to you. Actually, you can show you right here. Give me a second. There's also.
My stop smoking
You
coach.
thought it was a joke?
I thought it was a joke. I
thought that one was real. I thought that one was a joke.
I saw
They
a
have one
short
for jerking
with-
off.
with Riff, and he thought the dude was trolling him. The whole
Oops.
time.
No, but it's
This just became
it's
rated
real.
R.
It's real. Like this. Like what?
Hey.
Who's using this?
You know that game probably sold.
Okay, fantastic idea, actually, because it took me until I was in my like mid to late 20s before I ate anything besides tacos. I don't know why in America young men don't learn how to cook a little bit sooner, but this is actually a pretty good idea. I mean, Nintendo DS is a little bit aged at this point. Maybe release a good Xbox game, you know, or to remember the ingredients. I don't know. You add achievements to anything, people start doing shit.
Like what, 3 million units?
There's no way.
You don't think so?
No. Okay.
I see it so much at garage sales.
Yeah.
Really?
And they're open, not sealed.
Yeah, because no one actually played it.
Okay, where should we go next?
What's your formative choice? What do you like?
I
Battletoads?
love retro.
You love retro.
I do.
So we can go to PS2.
Yeah.
We can go to
let's-
PS1,
yeah.
Dreamcast.
Ooh,
Game Boy,
Dreamcast.
Oh.
So we can go back. We got OG Xbox too. PS2 is dwindling now.
Yeah.
At one point we had
Mm.
a lot, and now it's kind of like it's getting smaller and smaller every day.
So your definition of a lot and mine are a little different.
Of course.
Yep.
Ninja Turtles.
My definition of few is very broad.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Definitely some sought after titles there.
It's horror games. Yeah, that's probably the one.
Yeah.
That's what people look for.
For
I
sure.
wish I
Frogger.
had the- I
That's
wish I
not
had the
Battletoads,
game,
but
I
it's
did
a
have it at
battle
one point.
frog.
I did have. At one point, it was a closeout title.
Battle in Traffic.
Oh, wow.
We bought those. We had Cubivore.
2K.
We had,
They
what was
released
it?
the same
Really
game
Hatcher, what
40
was it
years in a
called?
row.
Chibi Robo. No, not Chibi Robo was never.
Nah, 25 years in a row.
GameCube,
Resident
yeah.
Evil 2, 3s. Had sealed copies of Pokemon.
Fucking buy it every
Yellow.
time, too.
Officially 23 years.
Okay.
Full time.
Wow.
I was 18. I got my card and said, okay, I'm going to work.
That's awesome.
So you would actually have a good idea on what games got lower print runs than others.
Hypothetically, yes, but not always true because not everything was transparent.
Yeah.
Because the industry has evolved, and if you talk to people in the industry, some people have no records.
Yeah.
Like, and their stuff is lost to time. How retro we want to go?
Well, you mentioned Game Boy.
Okay, let's come.
Yeah.
Come to
Let's go.
my chocolate wonderland.
Let's go.
We're going Game Boy Color.
Games,
Oh, Genesis.
All right.
Oh, we're getting there.
Traveling through time right now.
We're getting there. This would be Battletoad era right here.
We are.
We got Game Boy.
All right.
Uno. Got Raymond Rabbids. Okay.
Color.
That's beginning.
We got the Game Boy Color right here.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just
My God, there's so much. Winnie the Pooh. You gotta collect jars of honey.
Worms Armageddon.
All right, I gotta look at one of those.
I know there's not those antique stores where you touch it, you buy it type of thing, but
Dude,
Handle with care.
yes,
Gosh, I know nothing about that.
that's the one.
This
that
is so
has
cool.
That's the one
The
that has.
dial, a sundial?
Yeah, it has. It's not, I don't think it's Sundial. That's you thinking of the different game, but it does have. It's a bigger game pack. We'll see.
Can we crack that one open and I'm teasing.
It is from what I understand, the Pokemon was taken from this. Like they used that.
They
kind of-
stole it?
That is a Pokemon battle.
Holy crap, dude.
Like 100%. If you look at it,
And then the game of Pokemon.
They just straight up stole that shit.
Robopon Pokemon. It's not really a. I
Robopon?
mean, it's not like a.
Point out the Abyss over here. Wow. So the
Bet you it was the
question is,
cards.
how does, like,
They
this
didn't make
amount of
cards
games
that
happen,
was set them off.
over the years. Like
Uh,
these are retro.
Robopon cards.
Just time. Honestly, there's stuff didn't sell at one point.
Dreamcast. Oh, look at that in the back. Dreamcast. Oh, that was such a good console.
We either bought it or we left it at one point in warehouses and
Yeah, so it's just kind of leftover stock that didn't sell, but over the years it's
collected.
collected.
Yes, and now it's kind of there's money, there's value to it. New inventory comes in, we'll purchase if we can find it.
Okay.
Like I just got last year. There's Crisscross.
Oh,
for the
what?
Sega
Last year? Really?
Yeah.
No way. That's great. We
I mean, like,
Crisscross will make you.
Yeah, but
we
last
recently
year.
got some marky marks.
Yeah, I mean, like there's stuff like that exists. Sometimes you'll find it and come across it, and we'll purchase it.
That's insane.
I wonder if that was
I mean,
before
like,
he.
200 like maybe 100 copies between the two.
Wow.
Y'all know that Mark Wahlberg one time beat a guy so bad that he went blind when he was like a rapper trying to be tough? Imagine if Justin Bieber did that. Isn't that crazy? And they're like, yeah, you can still be famous. It's all right. Yeah, let's give him a Sega CD game. Goodness. Did have some good movies, but probably a terrible person.
Subs, but
So like in the very back, like the back corner of this area, on the last little rug, there's just this stack of Lunar. For those that don't know, anything working designs is usually pretty good, but this in particular
Big box Lunar.
is a
Times 25.
Mm.
like I don't know what to say about that. What is the story?
so there's a gentleman named Victor Ireland. So if you have any historical knowledge of who he is, he's the CEO of Working Design. So this is about 20 some years ago. I did some business with him. So he was based out of California. I did a road trip with me and my friends.
Okay.
Okay, so we went to his storage unit. This is when I think this is right around when he shut operations down for the company. So that's remnants of the company.
Wow.
Sorry, I
We
was
just
no way.
bought last stock of his some of his inventory.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a hoarder per se, but at the same time, those things are kind of like, hey, one of the first deals I did,
Yep.
It's kind of meaningful, and honestly, the game's good. So I'm like, why not? Why not? Just leave it there.
I mean, the journey is one of my favorite parts about collecting and about business and about all the things.
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
just, it's fun. It's like, sometimes there's like bits and pieces of like different parts of my life.
Yeah.
And that's what I think
100%.
there's relatable in that.
Oops.
If I were to point to something random, would you roughly have an idea of when you got it?
I'm such a professional.
Depending on the item, because sometimes there's things where I've gotten multiple times.
Okay.
So that's what makes it challenging. But there's times where like some deals were very simple.
Even if we don't find
Sometimes
Battletoads,
they were convoluted and
you know he's got it.
different things happen to occur at different times.
Yeah.
Like regarding the work and designs thing.
Gold glory. The
Just
demo
all the
CDs of
demos.
Lunar. Okay, so as we walk by a shelf full of sealed SNES games and Dreamcast things and Genesis, I want to talk a little bit about the way that you've seen just the shifts in the industry. I mean, you've been in it deep for 23 years, which is insane.
Bet you
I
the price is
definitely,
going up like
wanna
crazy.
get some insight from your experience.
Because physical media in
What
general
are
is
some of the
just
key
going
trends
up because
or
it's so
key
rare now.
Things that you've learned.
Records.
If you could kind of summarize a couple things, you know, cater it to me as a reseller, as a collector, as somebody who's interested in growing my business and principles that. Is there anything that comes to mind for somebody like me and some of our viewers that run businesses?
I think fads
South
and
Park
trends
game.
are big things. Like, hey, if outside influences, like if a TV show comes out that's relevant to the game industry, you'll see an uptick of demand.
Yeah,
So
Makes
depending on
sense.
like Fallout, which came out recently,
the show.
now everyone looking at Fallout. Attention span is short.
Yeah.
So when people are reminded of something that's
Fair.
more current or relevant, there'll be interest. You'll see that spike of interest.
Pulling something from that, try to add foresight to that,
Yeah.
and look for things that are happening, look for
Correct.
things that are coming out.
Trends, certain times of the year, like typically the first of the year, people want to lose weight. That,
I wonder if he has like retro PC games as well. Why not, right? Because some of those feel a little classic too. When you go like the first Sims game on PC, that boy slapped. Roller Coaster Tycoon, that boy slapped. Warcraft 2 BattleNet Edition, that boy slapped. Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Those boys just feel nostalgic. It was pretty cool, like that game Full Throttle as well. They actually re-released that on Xbox Game Pass. And man, just have a few of those like old games that just feel super nostalgic to me, which I feel like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Man, I feel like that's probably nostalgic to a lot of people. Same thing with like The Sims, right?
to be a thing. I don't know if it's relevant now because there's not that many games that are like tied to that market.
I do a really good job the first 2 weeks of January exercising.
Correct.
What, not auction box? Is that like one of those like mystery boxes or something?
Like
Yeah.
used to be at that time was
A
really
lot of people do
popular. All
that.
30 million of those sold. I
Yeah,
think.
but there was other games like that too.
Yeah,
Like Connect had
okay.
their own version. Yeah. We have original Xbox here.
I'm trying to go up.
PSP around behind you. Sorry, I'm gonna kind of
I'm
go
gonna
back and
move
forth.
because they keep
We got-
putting titles
we're
down
going
there.
back. We're going really back.
Oh wow. Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
Like
This
a
is for
smaller guy.
Sony PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Arcade 3DO, Super
SNES.
Nintendo, and Sega Genesis, and PC.
Dang, Pokemon Stadium got
Pokemon Stadium. That
Okay,
game was so
so
much
This
fun.
is not so much actually.
Pokemon Snap.
No, I understand.
sorry, everything is a whole.
Relatively, this is not much because at one point we had a whole section.
GameCube was
this
good
is-
too.
One little.
And the discs were smaller, so I felt like it got scratched less easily.
This is sold in bits and pieces here and there.
Alien Hominid. I've always loved the artwork on this game.
I don't even.
Kind of like Castle
realize we had
Crashers.
it. So that
So,
surprises
like,
me too.
Say you wanted to buy these. Like, how would you go
Same
about that?
artwork, kind of.
We just launched our website,
Okay.
dustygame.com. It's
Mm.
live.
Check that out there,
we're
guys.
still kind of beta testing it right now, but it's live. So we're just going through the process of
DustyGames.com.
Dusty Game. Yeah,
Okay, wanted to confirm
Yeah.
that. DustyGame.com.
yeah. For right now, we have.
My
depending on when
Battletoads.
this actually video goes live,
Uh-huh.
probably have about two. We have
3,000.
2,000. We have 2,000 live today. About 3,000 by then.
Wow. He's living the life that I would live if I was rich. Oh, old magazines and stuff too. Tips and Tricks magazine.
You go first.
I'm OG Mario Kart. I'm always Mario Kart. I'll play
Okay.
Mario Kart or New Mario Brothers. New
Okay.
Mario Brothers is fun because when you play as a group, It's the best torture you can ever have.
There you
You
go.
always have someone who can't play right.
Yes.
That makes everyone else
Yep.
die.
100%. It's hard to beat Wii Sports.
I want that guy as a friend.
Complexity
I
of it.
agree. I will give you that. But like, honestly, without Wii Sports, I really took that off the equation. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that's a common answer.
Yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy though.
But yeah, Super Mario Galaxy definitely is
I
number one for
honestly
me.
I've never played that one.
And I haven't played the second one, but I hear it's only better than the first one. So, well, as we walk by some sealed Sun and Moon
I didn't play the second
figure
one.
bundles, and this strangely uncommon, style savvy, fashion forward. Look that one up on price charting. It's just crazy. We can't fully do this justice for the size and the scope of the amount of games that are here. But shout out to Bobby on the knowledge and the depth of business growth and just pointing out random games.
Not only does he have like a ridiculous amount of titles, but then just like look at here, it's like you can see that he's like, okay, Killzone 2. 40 copies. Like, dude. I wonder if he's like capitalizing on the fact that like GameStops are going out of business and stuff. You know? Like, okay, you guys are going out. Let me just buy like 27 copies of Mario Galaxy 2. Which I still bet you when he buys that, like if you go to the store now and you still try to buy like Wii games and stuff or like Switch games, like the price just stays the same price. It doesn't matter how long that game's been out. It just stays the same price. So I wonder if that's the same with like older Wii games and stuff
That are
too.
big ones to look for, trends and all that. I've learned a lot just in our
Dragon
short experience.
Age.
But we are going to move forward and look at some of the collection and grail pieces.
Got Wii U
It's
now.
personal, so.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we just came to the depths.
Oh,
of the
Earthworm Jim,
warehouse,
dude.
and,
Yeah.
Just give us some cool collection pieces to hold on to for a sec.
Why not, right?
For a sec, I was like, he
Super
gave you
Mario World.
those to keep?
Mega Man 64. And
Nice.
I've even got an Earthworm Jim sealed for N64.
then below
Dude, that is sick.
Pokemon Red.
Oh, nostalgia, nostalgia.
Pokemon box. That is a grail piece of mine.
Super Mario
recently
World,
acquired
man.
in Used condition, and I'm very excited about it. But then down here, there's just a bin full of glorious NES stuff.
Wait,
Oh, there's 2 bins of.
There's 4 actually.
Oh.
hold on a
Four
second. We are right there. Hang on.
about it. But then down here, there's just a bin.
Hey, I see some C's right here. Oh, these are all C's of it. Battleship. Battletoads. Guys. Right here. On my life. That's Battletoads. He had it. I feel like we won in some way. The scavenger hunt. The YouTube online scavenger hunt. We found it. Man, where's this dude's warehouse at? I just want to walk around and just touch things. I just want to feel that old school like box in the hands. Like, dude, something about Sega Genesis games, like the box that it came in. I had Street Fighter 2 Tournament Edition. Oh man, just the feel. It was like the plastic just had like a different feel. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, it's so tactile. Like everything's digital now, and we like really lose that. And then we just throw cases on our phones. Like it's like we all lost what feeling was like, bro.
Glorious NES stuff.
Touch.
Oh, there's 2 bins of.
There's 4 actually.
There's
And they're-
4.
and they're alphabetical order if you can.
Yes, they are.
Yes. Those look clean,
ABCs.
man. Super clean.
This was bought from one collector
Wow.
many years ago.
Oh, there's some.
This is
Oh,
the-
Whoa.
This is where
there
the
you go.
This is where the heavies are.
Little Samson.
Not sealed, but
Not sealed,
but
but
has a top, has the cell phone still in there. You know how you were talking about Power Blade 2?
Oh, there you go. That's like a top 3 now.
Okay,
Whoa.
Value.
Power Blade 2,
$3,300?
Let's see what else we have. We got sealed Die Hard,
Gosh.
Bubble Bubble 2.
Oh, well,
Panic
two.
Restaurant, is that sealed?
Where's that?
It's the very
blind.
top.
DuckTales.
Oh no, it's not.
Woo.
They're
Oh my god.
they're nice condition.
Glory.
DuckTales 2. That's the fun one.
That's you have to
Because,
do
you
it when
know,
you're the
every
name.
little
You have
kid
to do
wanna
it.
play-
Oh my god.
Because you know that's the game that
Might be the most rare box in the whole thing. That is.
It's all my
hard.
30-year-old friends, 30 and above.
There it is.
Dang.
Oh, this is fun too. I was just offered a sealed copy of this recently.
Snow
There it
Brothers. That's
Mm.
I mean, there's some good stuff, and NES is my passion. That's
Mhm.
why this is kind of tucked into a very depths of the warehouse.
Yeah.
There's a few little surprises I want to show you if you have time.
Bro.
Yeah.
Given what we just saw, we got time.
Yeah, what the heck? Medal of Honor Underground Platinum over 1 million sold. So these are one-of-ones,
Damn.
I assume?
I
know.
don't know the origin of them, to be transparent with you. I'm assuming these were given to Electronic Arts at one point,
Yeah.
and how they came out of Electronic Arts, I don't know. If someone gave him a gift, like it was a gift.
This dude has
to
the
employee,
baddest
or-
collection
I don't
ever,
know.
bro.
Crazy. Unless you sell it to me, I don't think I'll ever get one.
Yeah, I have something else that I will show you. That's. I
Show me,
think
show me,
one-on-one.
show me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Okay.
What the heck am I looking at?
Sorry, can you get?
Sony Computer Entertainment America 2005 G4 video
Oh,
game.
G4.
God of War.
God of War.
G4 was the shit
That's
back
what
in
I
the
like.
day.
That was like the thing that I was saying is 101. I think. I don't think they would make more than one as a word. Do you want to try it on?
Well, yeah.
Here you
Let's give it a go. Let's see if it fits.
go. Do you need some help with that?
It's a little heavy.
It's quite
I
heavy.
went the wrong way. Let's go.
I'm also just, again, feeling a little bit bummed out because I'm like, oh man, I'm even seeing games that I like back here. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw Cyberpunk. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I'm like, oh, but it's downloaded too. Like, there's something about, like, having something. Like, you actually have it. Man, I miss physical media, dude. Damn it. Maybe I should start buying my games on discs while they're still around. Maybe there's, like, we're probably on the last generation of that, but
You look like Logan Paul.
Oh no!
We're in the conference room, and this is where
The magic happens?
the magic happens. Yeah, let's go. with
Or maybe the opposite.
that. I guess we'll see.
People get fired.
Yeah.
So this is something I bought. Not 100% sure how it's packed and everything, so we'll find out.
Okay.
Coincidentally, someone gave me a lead, kinda, and I kinda ran with it. So we'll see.
I think it's gonna be Super Mario cereal.
Someone told me I bought the box, exterior box, which they thought it was a demo box, like a display box. It was not. I knew that
Yeah.
by just looking at it. So I was like, hey. And then I went through the rabbit hole of like, oh, there's contents inside. Okay. So
Game Boy Advance was sweet. Remember Game Boy Advance SP? The flip? Ooh, boy, I had a blue one.
This is like things I've bizarre.
Nintendo Dolphin
Okay, so there's a
from Wave Race, probably.
Nintendo pin.
Is that foam?
Yeah, phone. Check it out. This is the first time
I would want that.
literally on camera with you guys. So
Is it
this
cake?
is actually pretty cool.
Foam GameCube.
Okay, so 1,
Wow.
2.
This is some kind of launch bundle pack.
Yeah, for employees. So I knew kind of what the
Dang.
idea was. So I was like, oh, it even has the
employee
thing.
exclusive.
So I went down the rabbit hole and tried to actually find everything.
Yeah.
And there's a hat, I guess.
That is cool.
I want that. It wouldn't
So
fit
I
my
made the
head.
mistake of buying just
Nothing
the
from the
box.
90s
Exterior box, and I went the rabbit
or
hole
early
and tried to find
2000s would fit my head
the
because I
contents
have
of the
a new Millennium head. It's fucking giant. But damn,
$10.
that's pretty sweet.
box. I would venture probably more, but I have no idea.
I would say probably more.
So,
I see bubble wrap stuff.
yeah, there's some interesting things in here. Okay. Right here.
Oh gosh.
What am I looking at?
So, this would be used to like do testing of systems to make sure controls and all that fun stuff
That's
works.
legit.
Mm.
This is from an old collection I bought probably 7, 8 years ago at this point now.
It's upside down.
Technically, yeah, but it's also it's basically.
You want to put it the other way?
So would that be,
There's
would that
something
be
going
used
on
for, like,
there.
Display.
I think this is used for like testing components of the system too,
Okay.
and the chips and the.
I remember I used to have trouble because I guess, man, I was probably 4, maybe 5 years old. I know I was 5 when we had an NES at my house. I remember I would wake up before my dad. And, like, I remember we had like a couple games for kids, but I would just play everything because a lot of times I couldn't get the games out because my fingers were just so small and weak. So like my dad would have like Jeopardy left in there, and I would try to get it out. And I remember one time I'm like, I got my fingers like wet. I'm like, it'll help with my grip. I'm gonna get my fingers like soaking wet and try to pull that out. And my dad woke up and I just had like soaking wet hands. He's like, what are you doing? You're gonna ruin the Nintendo. I'm like, what? Water ruins electricity?
Swap out the chip
believe so.
That's when I learned it.
NES.
When did you learn that?
Okay, that's that.
It's not every day you see this kind of stuff.
I enjoy collecting Nintendo memorabilia. And
Don't
also
drop it.
The historical aspect.
Oh, that
One
was
day
just the
I
lid.
would
You
like
can
to
drop that.
open a museum. I know that's kind of wishful thinking, and I'm not the only
I
one.
don't think it's that wishful.
I know other people have probably wanted to do that too as well.
Nintendo test station. Get your products tested here.
Okay,
Free.
can you hold that giant book, encyclopedia, whatever you want to call it?
Feel like that's pretty sweet.
That one.
Game Boy Technical Manual.
And there's this one for Super Nintendo as well. Okay, and this is my favorite one actually.
We could spend a year going through things here, and I don't think we cover it all.
Yeah, nope. I don't think so either.
So
Oh, yeah.
let's get
Bingo. Holy shit.
fun stuff for me.
$7,000 to $12,000,
Test
dude.
cartridges, man. This
Here
thing.
you go,
Oh,
Chase. Here's more.
Holy mercy.
What?
Look at all these. Power pad test cartridge, joystick test cartridge, control deck test cartridge, joystick. There's SNES ones. 1064. Gosh, dude.
What?
And there's the Game Boy.
Is this the guy that owns Dubai?
All from the same person?
Yeah.
You
I
met,
could
you met
not-
the right person.
I think I'm a collector, and I said, okay, please, please pass the
Mm-hmm.
trophy over, and I got the trophy, clearly.
Yeah.
And this was
What?
before market pricing when this stuff was astronomical. I think that one's like $5,000 now for the Zelda one.
It's pretty pricey.
And
for
there's like
sure.
a three screw and 5 screw one variants on
I
those.
think I've
This
only
is
ever
5 screw.
And I actively collect some of this stuff too still, so I have a few more I
Holy hell.
added to the collection, which are not part of this collection, or they're not here with me right now.
And the stories behind it are very fun as well. The journey.
The connections are more fun, I think, and sometimes
Yeah.
the people you meet throughout
Yeah.
the journey.
Oh, yeah.
And then the
I'm not trying to let everybody into how much of a poor brain I have, but like, I start thinking about lunch at work pretty much the second that I walk in, and I just instantly start thinking like, okay, for value, do I go with the $3 slice of pizza that's down the road? Do I go for the $3 burrito? You know, I'm like speaking in terms of just like a couple dollars. To think that this dude, he has to drop so much money on this shit, dude. That is crazy.
connections, friendships you make,
Yeah.
sometimes are more important than like actually that sometimes I.
Does he do like 12
For
open
sure.
heart surgeries on people and then just buys video games? How does he do that?
Yes, exactly.
Or maybe generational wealth. Who knows? Maybe his dad
Dang,
invented
that's cool.
fucking
Nintendo
electricity.
NES test station. Is this like mounted on?
Yes, it's bust out. It's one piece. It's not multiple pieces.
What would you value this thing at?
I have zero idea. It's just like probably my grill of my whole collection.
Priceless.
There you go.
100%.
You heard it here. Well, we're going to finish with the grail of your collection. And Bobby, I greatly appreciate you having us out here.
Thank you.
I was a kid in a candy store.
I'm glad I did.
Full of gang.
I'm glad I was able to do that.
Dude, it meant a lot. And I want to let you guys know one more time to check out dustygame.com.
Please check it
for
out.
tons, 2,000.
Definitely check that out. I'll be checking that out after we're done with this video for sure.
You guys see it. It'll be 4,000.
Let's go.
Yes.
But now that we've gone through this insane warehouse filled with so many memories, retro games, and truly one-of-a-kind items, consider subscribing. We have a lot more exciting videos coming out. Our whole team has a ton of memories playing these classic retro games, and I know many of you do too, and it's fun to see that art style come back in modern games today. And it's no secret that a big chunk of you and millions around the world love playing RPGs and JRPGs.
Hold on a second. You hear this? Click, subscribed. Great video, guys. Holy crap.
Which is why I think you'll like today's sponsor, Sword of Convallaria. Pixel art is one of my favorite art styles for modern games, and Sword of Convallaria really hits that
Me
mark.
too.
It's a fantasy tactical RPG that kind of brings back that retro JRPG art style. It reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics, which I actually played for the Game Boy Advance after we got a lot of boxes for in a recent video. And come to find out, the composer of Final Fantasy Tactics actually did the soundtrack for this game too. Collect and train a roster of mercenaries, customize your squad, and apply your own
I'm in the way
strategies to
again.
save the nation of Iria. Journey through a world of plot twists where every choice you make will reshape your destiny. I personally got to try out the single-player campaign mode, Spiral of Destinies. It's roughly a 120-hour campaign where you make choices in the plot to change the course of events and start new story loops, which can result in multiple different endings. If you're a fan of deep storytelling or you want to go back and try out those other story paths, there's so much here for you to discover. Or if you just like strategic RPG game styles, I think you'll like it. You can equip characters with different skills and gear during combat, but what I like the most is probably the environment and the terrain. The environment actually plays heavily into how you fight in battles, from exploding barrels to rivers, cliffs, and more. Now, there's a ton more to say about this game because there's so much to do, but you can actually check it out on PC, iOS, and Android.
Oh my God.
So click our link in the description to pre-register or download the game right when it's out. Go ahead and save the Kingdom of Iria, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
All right, well, Chase After the Right Price is the name of that YouTube channel. I highly suggest y'all subscribe. I thought that video was pretty damn good. And also, sometimes you watch things like that and you're just like, I work so hard. I put in so many hours. I have multiple jobs. Why don't I have a warehouse full of old video games? Huh? Then I also watched a video earlier today where people were eating garbage. So, kind of in the middle. I'm not eating garbage, and I don't have a warehouse full of badass old games. But maybe someday. Maybe we'll start by going to dustygame.com.